Right. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Nayak RC again. So it's been more than 36 hours the glue is being cured up for the Talon aircraft which we have applied. So the reason of making this video and to make the airframe more strengther and more smoother in terms of aerodynamics. So I would like to share few tips here. So let's go have a look at how the airframe looks after the gluing process is done. Okay guys, so you can see here I have removed all the securing tapes on the airframe and it became rock solid, and I'm pretty much happy how this glue sticked up. It's a very cheap glue of course. So in this process I'm like, what is the next step I have to go on for this airframe to make it more smoother and more stronger. So for that we use two types of different tapes. We call them as a fiber filament tape and a cello tape. So you can see here these two tapes are being used to cover up the airfoil of the wing and fuselage and every other part of the aircraft. This will increase the stiffness and this will increase the smoothness of the airframe. So why these are important? We have internally strengthened the aircraft by applying the glue, but externally also we need to apply some kind of layer which protects the aircraft from the outer dust and all other small particles. Even when the aircraft lands in the bushes and all, at these places we need protection for the outer layer also. And apart from that, when the aircraft is flying in the air, the way like the skin friction drag is one of the major factor which increases drag in the aircraft and reduces the speed and endurance. So for that we are going to apply for the cello tape. So yeah, here is the fiber filament tape which we have applied on the leading edges and at the hinge part of the elevators, elevons. Okay, and for the wing also we have done the same. At the leading edge part, at the corners and at the hinge point we have applied fiber filament tape, and apart from that you can see a glossy finish over this one. So that is the cello tape which is being applied. So you can see it here, and I have applied a CG sticker also. You can see the both side this being is applied. So here there are the servo slots being already pre-cut given on the airframe. So I have used 12 gram metal gear digital servos for my tail section, and there is also a push rod and linkage stopper as well as a control horn which is also provided inside the airframe kit. So using all these things I have fixed my servo setup and the control horn setup using 5 minutes epoxy here, and you can see both the tails has been glued up with the servos, push rods, connectors. So I make sure to get the more deflection I have applied the control rod and the linkage stopper at the bottom of the control horn. And now for the wings, I have used 27 gram servos. 27 gram servos which are connected to a like extension cable for the servo, and I have numbered all the servo cables. So for this also I have applied a 5 minutes epoxy, and you can see the hole for the linkage stopper and the push rod goes on the middle one. So I'll get little less deflection. Based upon the deflection and the maneuverability you need to select your servos and their placements. So you can see here 4 servos has been installed on the both of the wings and both of the tail sections, and all the fiber filament tape and cello tape has also been applied on the surfaces. This has increased the rigidity of the airframe itself, and it also has increased the smoothness of the skin, outer layer of the skin, and thus it is more aerodynamics when it came from out of the box. The second part of this video comes for the power plant system of this aircraft. So the aircraft which I am building for myself as a drone UAV. So for this I have decided the maximum takeoff weight would be somewhere around 4.1 or 4.2 kg. So for that suitable I have selected a motor which gives me at least 0.75% of thrust to weight ratio. So yeah, I have selected a brushless DC motor and applied at the back of the system. And there is also a electronic speed controller which is being installed inside the airframe. You can see there. The another important factor for this aircraft assembly part and power plant system is the autopilot system. So for the aircraft which I am going to make for myself, I have selected the Pixoc Cube as well as here 2 GPS. It comes in a combination, and this is a very old setup. It's been like a 3 years old setup. So you can see here I have a cube and as well as a GPS system for this one. So I'm going to install this autopilot cube and GPS on the aircraft for my aircraft. So I'll show the platform how I have manufactured the base plate for assembling for attaching Pixoc cube as well as GPS. So you can see here wooden plank here. This is a 4 mm thickness wood sheet. So I have applied on this place, so where I'll be mounting my GPS, and in the center middle part of the aircraft, which is close to the center of gravity, where I have placed my autopilot Pixoc cube. So this is a structure I have done. Okay, so I have applied a double side tape on the GPS system, so you can use any double side tape or a strong velcro. So once the GPS is mounted, next one is the cube. You will be seeing an arrow mark. So for attaching the cube, I have used the velcro. This is the male side, and on the wooden plank I have applied the female side. So yeah, this arrow mark should be always pointing out towards the nose of the aircraft, even on the GPS also. Now when these are connected, the next point is to apply the GPS connector in GPS 1 port. So this is how I secure my GPS and Pixoc cube on the aircraft. And make sure that the wooden planks are more stronger and the tapes should not come out. So for this I can also recommend 3M tape or 3M velcros you can use for this setup. So yeah guys, the next process would be to attach the main power plant, power module and all the other cables, all the servo connections into the Pixoc.